Chapter 31, August 11, 1796. Ogdensburg has one historic anniversary that is truly its own. Seldom does any city or county have a day as clear-cut by destiny as August 11, 1796, to which the American heritage of Ogdensburg and of St. Lawrence County date unmistakably. On that summer day, the American settlers arrived by boat. The rivers were the roads after they left Schenectady. In the sergeant's room at the fort, they placed the trade goods, a little tea, snuff, some gunpowder, muslins, cutlery, etc., stored in casks and damaged by dampness. The Tuttles had established themselves in the old barracks. The Lyon family occupied the mill house. Ford at once made a trip to Canada, where he purchased 6 oxen, 4 milk cows, peas, wheat, etc., and hired 40 men to build a dam and sawmill. The store was successful at once. Ford, on September 7, 1796, wrote to Ogden, "As to business in the mercantile way, it equals my expectations. I am confident that much business may be done here in that way." And on September 16, 1798, Ford, citing the great expense of developing the new settlement, told Ogden, "The store affords me a considerable assistance, but the sales fall vastly short of the supply wanted." The settlers built a grist mill in 1797-1798, the first in a 50-mile radius. In 1796, the nearest mill was 50 miles distant in Canada, and corn often was pounded in hollow stumps. The only habitations were the buildings at Fort Oswegatchie and a few Indian wigwams. At Oswegatchie there were no roads, no streets, and no signs except blazed trees. Travel was on the driest and most open places. On Van Rensselaer Point were vestiges of a corduroy road. John Lyon, mechanic, was a private in the Eastern Battalion of the New Jersey Militia in Morris County. He first married Rachel Reeves, March 26, 1775, and they had 3 daughters, Hannah, Mary, and Rachel. Rachel Reeves Lyon died, and Lyon married Martha Babbitt, July 9, 1781, at Morristown, New Jersey. Martha was 22. He was poor master, 1801, and one of the first trustees of the First Presbyterian Church of Ogdensburg, 1805. Martha Babbitt Lyon and her husband's daughter Rachel were the first white women at Oswegatchie, and Martha's daughter Elizabeth was the first white female child. On August 16, 1796, Martha Lyon was 37. In less than 2 months, she was dead. She was buried in what became Ogdensburg's Hasbrook block, bounded by Ford, Isabella, and Water, now the Crescent Streets, shaped like a triangle. Her body was interred eventually in the old cemetery, now Hamilton Park, Ogdensburg, and finally was buried in the Ogdensburg Cemetery. Elizabeth Lyon was born December 7, 1793, at Morristown, New Jersey. When she was brought to Oswegatchie, she was 2 years and 8 months old. In 1815, she married Ezra Pitch and became the mother of 3 children, Elizabeth, Elias, and Ezra. Her sons died in infancy, and her daughter at age 21. In 1838, Elizabeth Fitch married Ashbel Sykes of Lisbon, who died in 1868. She joined the First Presbyterian Church of Ogdensburg in 1819. Her home was on Washington Street in Ogdensburg. She died October 1, 1882, a last link with the generation of the American Revolution. On May 31, 1876, she was the subject of a lengthy article in the St. Lawrence Republican, a most unusual tribute for that time for a woman. Elizabeth Sykes was the widow of Ashbel Sykes, a soldier of the War of 1812. In 1878, obtained a pension of $8 per month and $72 back pension. She was considered the earliest settler in St. Lawrence County then living. The Lyons lived in the mill house until they built a home and settled 3 miles west of the fort. John Lyon died February 3, 1834. His daughter, Rachel, married Thomas Lee, the carpenter, who in 1796 promised Ford to stay the winter. They lived in the town of Oswegatchie and had 3 children, John, who died May 3, 1853, Henry P., who died May 15, 1832, while studying to be a doctor, and Emily F., who died in 1834. Rachel Lyon Lee died July 17, 1833, aged 53, and Thomas Lee died September 12, 1850, aged 87. Ford's right-hand man, Richard Fitzrandolph, clerk, was born October 1, 1760, at Woodbridge, New Jersey. He married Rebecca Hull, and they were the parents of 5 children: Louis, Harriet, Ruth Ann, Hartshorn, and Mary. Ruth Ann, who married Alexander Hay, died July 28, 1886, in the town of Oswegatchie, age 75. Hartshorn married Harriet Roll and died July 11, 1852, in the town of Lisbon, age 40. Richard Fitzrandolph died in July 1815 at New Garden, Pennsylvania. Nathan Ford was born December 8, 1763, at Morristown, New Jersey. He died at Ogdensburg in his mansion, March 28, 1829. His remains rest in the Ford family burial vault, the only cemetery in Ogdensburg, and one of the 19 coffins there. Ford Avenue and Ford Street in Ogdensburg were named for Ford.